it's not fun, you know. And especially when creation or the creative juices never, I won't say never, but they don't really flow 24/7. You know, sometimes they hit peaks and valleys. So when you have the ability to create when you want to and how you want to, and they just put it out there, there's so much people in the world, whoever rock with is going to gravitate to it, and that's all you should care about. You know, it's just people that get your message and your vibe. So for me, making money outside of music allows me to just do, well, really everything I do creatively, free, and that's basically how I survive to answer your question.
Nah, I really feel that, and that's something I tell people, kind of often, is that I'm very blessed to be in the current position that I'm in, and it rolled over even further. And so honestly, I'm honestly it's a struggle to kind of honestly try to balance the amount of freelance work I get with my full-time job. And so like even right now, like I'm doing this is not a job, it's not paid, but it's part of that, what's within me. And then as soon as we finish this, I'm gonna be trying to finish up editing the video. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then it's like I'm thinking about what else I have to do tomorrow, and then you also have to schedule in time to like try to eat right or try to wash your clothes and clean up your house. It's like all these things that you still have to kind of do. But I do know and feel much more complete and whole as a person when I'm doing those things as opposed to when I'm not. And just, kind of, because like, it's crazy, just old sayings that they still say, they're very relevant, idle hands make, this is the devil's, was it workshop or whatever. And it sounds like, oh, well, whatever. And it's like, nah, but for me, like, I'm not building nothing that's to the advancement of anything when I'm idle. And so it's just like you got to be very, I think, conscientious about how you spend your time and where you pour your energy and protecting that and putting those boundaries in place so that, especially in times like this where it feels like everything is just like gloomy and dreary or nothing, you can't get nothing right, you still have to kind of be disciplined enough and put the blinders on to focus on, building whatever that thing is that you want it to be. And so that is the beauty of, being able to create outside of someone else directing your creativity or your projects. Because I'm not doing what I love right now, and because I'm not doing it because I have to, and I'm doing it because I want to, I can determine who I want as a client, whether I want to do it. I can do stuff for no cost. I can do stuff for much less than, my old rate, if I'm in love or passionate, because I can afford to do that, because it's not like I'm relying on that thing for my livelihood. But, it also gets to that point, like, when do we decide where it's worth taking that risk? But I think you really know. And so that's generally my prayers, like, just send me the signals loud and clear when it's time to just take that step of faith. But I don't think I'm there right now. And I think we also know, too, when we're there, because it's like, you already know that this opportunity is there. Generally, the lag time and what takes us so long is just us standing in our own way. Like, we didn't, like the time where you was binging Netflix, it's time that you could have been setting something else up or creating something else or whatever, or really researching the people in your field that are already doing what you want. Like, there's so much, there's always enough time. It just means that there's less time for something else, or, and it's just like probably balancing a checkbook or doing a budget. You know what I'm saying? It's all comes down to what you're willing to pay for something or invest in. So, I definitely appreciate you investing your time, because I think for me, that's my biggest, mode of currency, means of currency that I have is my time. So that's why I do really value that, and do want to thank you for coming. But I want to know, what would you, for someone who's maybe thinking about stepping into music as their thing, or stepping into music and this, or who's just trying to, maybe they're just trying to get out of Charleston, you know what I'm saying? They want to get to the West Coast, What's something you would leave with them that has stayed with you this far, that has helped you get where you, not only get where you are, but maintain, Mercury Rhodes in essence?
I would say two things. First, life is short. Me personally, I've almost died a couple times, so my perspective on life is different. I know that any moment, anything, it's not promised. So that gives me the drive to do as much as I can now. You know what I mean?
Hold on, I don't want to interrupt you now. That's I know you was on that true crime type show that time now. I remember watching that. That didn't almost kill you, did it?
No.
Okay.
That was actually fun. That was my first national TV acting role.
I saw that. I was like, yo, that's my boy. Like, I be getting too excited when I just know somebody. People be like, all right. And I'm like, whatever, you're mad. Go ahead, though. Life is short. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, it was actually a prize season, a couple years ago. I don't really know what to get into, but those experiences, though, they just taught me that, like, tomorrow definitely isn't promised. And because of that, you should do everything that you want to do now. Like, even if you're not as talented, you feel like you're not ready, start. Because the only way you're going to get better is practice and doing it. And the best way to practice is to put it out there, you know? A lot of my soul, my core is about showing people that was like me sitting in Charleston and didn't see a way out that, hey, like, you got to make it yourself. Anybody going to hand it to you, anybody going to give it to you. You know, you got to go out there and shoot as many shots as possible because the shots you don't take always going to make, you know? Like, you got to just keep trying and eventually something is going to pop off. If you're creative in multiple ways, I would say research. Get on YouTube. Like you said, instead of being on Netflix all day and all that stuff, get on YouTube and learn stuff. Learn how to create for yourself. And then, most importantly, find a team. Find somebody that are better than you in things that you cannot do, but you need for your company and your brand, and empower them to help you move forward. If everybody eats at your table, you can go a lot farther than you do all by yourself. You know?
Yeah. Man, well, shoot, I was gonna see if there was more, but I think I really feel full after that. You know, it's like one of those protein power bowls, you know, with the quinoa and all that. Like, I just got the salmon, you know, some cucumber. I'm sorry, I had some Greek earlier, Zoe's kitchen, so I think I just see the picture in my mind. But the point being, life is short, and take your time studying your craft and build your team. I think those are the things. You got something else to add?
Yeah, I just want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
I know I have some fans that I told to call in and listen to what's going on, and so I just want to say on my next project, the person who really got me started in music is this DJ from Charleston named Jay. He's actually my older cousin. I remember going to his house when we were kids, me and my other cousin Tony. And we just used to listen to Nas and Jay-Z and try to write rhymes and mimic him and stuff, and that's how I got started. So I was actually fortunate enough to get him on this project for the first time. He's on the outro. Whole project is great. I got bangers on there, but I'm really proud of it. And I know he's listening, so I just want to thank him for that. And, you know, just reciprocate that love, because he ain't have to do that. Busy guy. He's basically the voice of Charleston. And I'm thankful for that. So not only him, but if you're in Charleston, you're listening, and you hear this next project's coming out in the next couple of weeks, just make sure you think about the people who helped you get started and helped you get around, and always reach back and show their appreciation, because they ain't have to do that, you know?
Most definitely. So you guys heard the man. This is Mercury Rhodes, Mercury Rhodes, Rhodes, and they can find you at Mercury Rhodes and website. Okay, so they can just start there. Just start there with Mercury Rhodes and go from there, and you'll be able to find this guy. But you can look up Mercury Rhodes on, I did it right on, your Apple Music or whatever you use. His music is there. Definitely check out those new projects. And I'm looking forward to these Geechee bangers you got coming up. Definitely salute to your cousin and everybody else that has helped shape us along the way to take those steps of faith, and who are still like, it's weird. It's like, oh man, I'm this age, but it's like the same people are still there. So, like you said, life is short. Rest in peace to my Uncle David. We just buried him last weekend, and he's one of the people that probably, I didn't know it, but it's like thinking back, he always used to have a camera with him. And so, it just, things people are doing, it leaves an impression on you. So even now, wherever you take yourself as an adult, because you can move and go where you need to go, be careful who you allow to leave a mark on you, and be careful of the mark you leave on other people. But that's pretty much it. It's my time. It's your girl, Dutchi Danny, here on Dream Deferred. This is episode 39. We've been here live tonight with Mercury Rhodes. So please check his music out, and tune in for us next time. All right, peace.
You are now tuned in. Breathe. Get up. Trust your process. Dream it. Deferred. You are now tuned in. Breathe. Get up. Trust your process. Dream it. Defer. Get out. Trust your process. Dream it. Defer. Wake up. Get up. Trust your process. Dream. Defer.
Yo, so you decided to stick around, huh? Well, you know what time it is. It's me. We still hanging back, hanging tight. It's your girl Dutchi Danny here, and I still got Mercury Rhodes on the line. I was wondering if you could spit us a rhyme real quick, using the word vanilla.
A rhyme using the word vanilla.
Yeah, start with that, or you just gotta at least use the word vanilla.
All right. Growing up in the inner city, I had to make sure my niggas come with me. Everything I do is for the dollars. Yo, never worry unless you gotta go out and get it every day. Do it the real way. Never be vanilla. Especially if you chocolate like me. Riding around town in a dope V and hoping that everyone around me can see. Yo, that little nigga from Charleston made it. One of the greatest. Probably gonna be your next favorite. Think Danny Dutchi invited me on, cause where I'm from, that goes a long way. Charleston born, West Coast living. How you feeling? You gotta get it. It's the mission. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it like that.
Hey, and see, I would have just said something whack like, "It's your girl Dutchi Daddy, and I'm in vanilla. Don't mistake it for some chinchilla." You know, something whack like that. And that's not even how it was in my head. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you gotta. It's a lot. So anybody that thinks that these rappers can just freestyle, that must be all they doing with their time. Not to be funny, but you would really have to always only be doing that, because I promise you, it is not easy. If you don't believe me, take you an hour and just type in free beats on YouTube, and you could hear and just put your phone on the side and hit record. And then I want to hear you try to go from beginning to end on a song. And after you do that, you're going to send it to me at dreamdeferredpod@gmail.com, and we're going to play your shit. And we'll be the judge. It'll be me and Mercury Rhodes judging. And like I said, I'm not, saying I'm a rapper or nothing. I'm not a capper. I'm not a trapper. See, that's for my mix. See, y'all ain't ready, but I know y'all probably ready for us to go. So we're gonna bounce. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Good night.